All right. Good day, class. It's quite a long time. I never believed it would be this long before we meet again. But to the glory of God, God knows best. I pray this pandemic goes over soon and we'll be able to come back to class by God's grace. So today, the topic we want to treat is syllables. And I believe with this present class you are in now, it is not a new topic. It's not strange to you. At a particular time or the other, you will have come across this topic, which is syllables, either in English or Yoruba. You know the two are interwoven. But not to beat about the bush, or do I say to remind ourselves what we've already learned. So let's look at the meaning of syllables. But before we look into it, before we talk of syllables, definitely there will be words. There will be a word or words. Let's put it like that. And you know that what makes a word is the combination of sound units. A word is made up of a combination of sound units. A combination of sound units. So it is each of these units that is termed syllable. So am I going to say if a word has two units, it is the same thing as saying the word has two syllables. Don't forget I said a word or words is a combination of sound units, and each unit is termed syllable. So what is the meaning of syllable itself? Syllables can be defined or described as the division of sounds. It is the division of sounds that comes together as units within a word. Sounds that come together as units within a word. That is the meaning of syllables. But let me use this opportunity to tell you that when you are dealing with syllables, you are more concerned with the sounds, not the spellings. Fine. Each syllable, before it is termed a syllable, will have the V element. V element, which is a verb. There must be a verb in a syllable before it is termed a syllable. But if you are the type that wants to focus on the spellings, you might miss it. So what we are dealing with here is the sound, not the spellings. So I will say you focus more on the sounds and you think less of the spellings. So as we move on, I believe I'll be able to shed more light on that. So when we talk about syllables, we have three types. Don't let me use the word various. Three types of syllables. Three types of syllables. We have the monosyllabic words or monosyllables. Monosyllabic words are monosyllables. We have di or bisyllabic words. So any way you want to put it, you can call it bisyllabic words. You can as well term it bisyllabic words. We're still saying the same thing. And the last one is polysyllabic words. In English, mono means one. Mono means one. Di or bi means two. While poly is more than, or three or more, sorry. Poly means three or more. So simply put, monosyllabic words are words with only one syllable. only one syllable, while di or bisyllabic words are words with two syllables. Polysyllabic words are words with three or more syllables. So take note of that, because I must tell you, this syllables is actually leading us somewhere. We are actually moving somewhere. It is just like a bus, and the bus is taking us somewhere. It is leading us somewhere, and it is taking us to stress land. I am not saying it will be stressful over there, but it is taking us to stress land, because this is like a lead to stress. So take note of all this. So I said earlier that you should think more of the sound and less of the spelling. Take this, for example, this word, eight. Eight. If you are the type that want to focus on the spelling, you will see we have two vowels in spellings. At least this is letter A and letter E. The two are vowels. So you need to think less of the spelling, because in pronunciation, this is pronounced hate. Hate. So the components that we have here is consonant, vowel, consonant. So this is one, this comprises of one syllable, one syllable. So if you are the type that wants to focus on the spelling, you might be confused that this is two syllables, whereas it is only one syllable. That is to tell you that think more of the pronunciation and less of the spelling. There is another example that I want to give on that. Look at this word, edge. Edge. Fine, if you look at it, we have two vowel letters. But in pronunciation, this is the pronunciation. Only one vowel. What we have here is vowel, consonant. So this is also one syllable. So be extra careful so that you don't get confused or you don't mix it up. So let's see an example of words, or let's see examples of words with two syllables. Let's look at this one. Let's see this word. Look at this. Letter. Letter. In English language, if you have words with two same letters, words with two same letters, you are expected to divide the two letters among the syllables. One will be with the first one, while the second letter goes with the next syllable. This is what we have here. Letter. Letter. You will see that it took us 2 efforts to produce this word. Letter. 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 So this comprises of 2 syllables. So take note of that. And don't forget what I said, that you don't put 2 same letters with 1 syllable. It must be evenly shared. Did you get that? So let's take an example of words with more than 2 syllables. Because of our time, let's see. The dark shen. The dark shen. The dark shen. You will see this took us 3 efforts. So we have 3 syllables here. We have words with 4 syllables, even 5 and 6 syllables, depending on the units. Depending on the units present in the word. Let's see other examples. Let's see other examples. Let's see this. Look at this word. Be, li, ti. Be, li, ti. This comprises of 4 syllables. I told you we can have as much as 5 syllables. So let's see another example. Let's see an instance of words with 5 syllables. Evangelism. 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 This has 5 syllables. This has 5 syllables. Also, there can be, and there are words with even more than 5 syllables. Let's look at this. Impossibility. Impossibility. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this we have 6 syllables. I believe you are not thinking, can't we have words with 7 syllables? Of course. But I think I'll leave you with that. So get me more of that. What I was saying, we are talking about syllables, and we said syllables deals with the unit of sound that can be produced at a go. So, and we have said we have 3 types of syllables: the monosyllabic words or monosyllables, depending on the way you want to call it; the di or bisyllabic words, that one with 2 syllables; and the polysyllabic words, 3 or more syllables. I've given you instances, examples of monosyllables. I gave you examples of disyllables and also examples of polysyllables. So I believe, looking at the little we did now, you should be able to divide. If given any word, you should be able to divide the word into syllables. So I'll give you these words. Divide. I believe I will see that in your notes. You know, I said it at the beginning of the class that we will meet by the special grace of God. So by the special grace of God, when we meet, I want to see the assignments right in your notebooks. So I'll give you these words. You will pronounce, take your time, do not rush. Pronounce the words and divide into syllables. I'll write the words on the board for you now. So these are the words. The first one, okay. I believe you can see this clearly. These are the words. So these are the words. There are 10 of them. I want you to take your time, pronounce correctly, and follow your voice. Follow how you pronounce and divide into syllables. I want you to use this method. Use dash to divide it. I don't want slash. Please, you might have been taught that in your junior classes. But I don't want you to use this. I don't want you to use this sign, as it might make it a bit rough. So use the dash, and I believe you will do it well. So till we meet again, stay safe.